everybody.
Just moments ago, CNN has confirmed the FBI has arrested the leader of the far-right militia group Oath Keepers. Bring in CNN Justice correspondent Jessica Schneider, as well as our senior Justice correspondent Evan Perez, and Elliot Williams, our CNN legal analyst, is also back with us. Jessica, what do we know?
Well, Anna, the leader of the Oath Keepers, Stewart Rhodes, arrested in Texas. This has been confirmed to us by his attorney, who says he believes that this is in relation to January 6th. And it very well probably is, because the Justice Department has long foreshadowed this arrest. They have been referring to Stewart Rhodes in court filings for just about the past year. He's basically been an unindicted co-conspirator, referred to in these court filings as Person 1, because remember, there are 17 other Oath Keepers who have already been charged, many of them with conspiracy. And Stewart Rhodes has been referred to in these court filings as really what the DOJ referred to as the central presence, effectively someone who is directing the movements of these Oath Keepers. He played a pivotal role in instructing them to move in that formation, the stack formation that we've seen pictures of, where one in front of the other, these Oath Keepers moved with the hand on one shoulder. So Stewart Rhodes deemed instrumental by the Department of Justice, and now he has been arrested by federal agents here.
Stewie, everybody. Oh, Stewie. So a federal grand jury. Yes, I said grand jury. Apparently there is one. Okay. So a federal grand jury in D.C., in the District of Columbia, returned an indictment apparently yesterday. It was only unsealed today. And it not only charged Stewart Rhodes, who is a chronic, abuser of the public. Well, I won't say the public, of podcasters everywhere. He's always bragging about his, prowess, and he understands, the law, and he knows where the lines are, and he knows just where to go and never to cross them. But he's been on, podcasts and right-wing media for a really stinking long time. In fact, I remember interviewing Stewart Rhodes a really, really long time ago when it was the Bundy Ranch ridiculousness. Remember in 2014 when the Bundy Ranch had a armed standoff about grazing rights or something? Yeah. So anyway, he had apparently organized and conspired to violently prohibit Congress from certifying the electoral votes, right? And 11 other people who were indicted in this particular indictment that is charging these 11 people with seditious conspiracy, a conspiracy to commit sedition. The others are already sitting in jail. These people that are already sitting in jail, they have been defended by Republican members of the House of Representatives and, Ron Johnson and other pundits on the TV there as being political prisoners. Yeah. They've been defended by the likes of Jeanine Pirro and Laura Ingraham and Sean Hannity and on as political prisoners. And now and only now we're finding out that they were planning and they were armed just outside the city with weapons, with guns, and we knew this for a really long time. And like I said, if it was just a matter of playing a videotape or listening to an audio tape and charging somebody with with sedition, which, by the way, carries a penalty. Sedition to stop a procedure, an official congressional, procedure, which was certification of the Electoral College, right? It's 20 years. It's 20 years in the federal pen. It's a huge charge. But if it was just as simple as playing a videotape or an audio tape, well, then we could have indicted Stewie and his crowd, before January 6th. Why do I say that? Well, here's a little piece of tape from Alex Jones' show where Stewart Rhodes literally went on there and told whoever listens to this swill that they were armed and they were stationing themselves right outside of D.C.
So what we're doing is we have men already stationed outside D.C. as a nuclear option. in case they attempt to remove the president illegally. We will step in and stop it. And we're going to be there to also help secure the coming rally this Saturday and your caravan coming in. So I've got good men on the ground already. We've been recon there last week. And we're sorting out what we're going to be staging, and we'll be there. We'll be inside D.C. We'll also be on the outside of D.C. armed, prepared to go in if the president calls us
Stewart,
out.
can you not feel history happening right now?
Oh, I could feel history happening right now. I felt it happening, when you said that. I actually have these, an incredible collection of videotapes of various insurgents and insurrectionists and criminals, in my library. And to think that I might have more information than the feds, or that I might have more information than the Department of Justice, is ridiculously dumb. Ridiculously dumb. Now, these people are, and let me show you who these people are, okay? First of all, let me just play this little old video clip of Roger Stone being protected by these Oath Keepers and some of the 11 who were charged today with seditious conspiracy.
I lost my ability to make a living.
The woman guarding Stone at this pro-Trump rally in Florida back in December is Connie Meggs, allegedly a member of the far-right anti-government militia group, the Oath Keepers.
Indicted.
Meggs is charged with conspiracy for coordinating with at least 9 other members of the group in the January 6th Capitol attack. She also appears in this picture that prosecutors filed a redacted version of in court last week, standing and smiling next to Roger Stone. Prosecutors say the man standing nearby is Graydon Young. He is also allegedly a member of the Oath Keepers and has been charged with conspiracy. The group was at Stone's book signing inside a space that had this life-size replica backdrop of the Oval Office on December 15th. Stone hasn't been charged in relation to the Capitol attack, but his connections to the Oath Keepers are well documented in court proceedings.
Overran the Capitol. We're in the Capitol, bro.
These 2 other Oath Keeper members charged with conspiracy allegedly texted about acting as Roger Stone's security detail before the insurrection.
Whoops.
Court documents detail how Jessica Watkins told Donovan Kroll on January 1st that they would provide security for Stone if we end up rolling with the Oath Keepers. Kroll then allegedly texted someone else, "We'll be in D.C. Tuesday and Wednesday, part of Roger Stone's Oath Keeper security detail. Should be fun."
Any concerns about your ties to the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers?
Guilt by association and innuendo. Disgusting. No real journalist would ever ask that question.
Stone lashed out when asked by CNN's Donnie O'Sullivan about his apparent ties to these extremist groups, but Stone refused to condemn them.
This is nothing less than an epic struggle for the future of this country between dark and light. Between the godly and the godless. Ready?
But Roger Stone was protected by members of the Oath Keepers the day before January 6th during this rally, according to authorities. An FBI agent telling a federal judge in Alabama that member Joshua James chauffeured Roger Stone. And James's wife testified he was paid around $1,500 by the Oath Keepers for his work at least 2 events.
Okay, so all these people that were mentioned in that old report, that old piece of video that I, save and collect, Joshua James of Alabama, just charged with seditious conspiracy. Kelly Meggs of Dunellen, Florida, charged with seditious conspiracy. Jessica Watkins of Woodstock, Ohio, today charged with seditious conspiracy. Okay, so these people are now facing 20 years in prison. Now, the feds would like to move up the food chain. This is what they've been doing all along, right? Going for the low-hanging fruit, which everybody was very peeved with. Why aren't those people being charged with more than trespass? It was because they were giving information to the feds, cooperating with the feds. And so now you've got these people who are connected to Roger Stone. What would I do?